Podcast. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Starmen Debates. I am your host, Devin. And with me today, I have brought a ragtag gang of gamers to help go over some gaming debates. Going around the room, I turn to my left to David.
Greetings.
David, care to explain who you are and what genre of games you like?
Well, I'm David, and my favorite genre is RPGs, but I can do other genres as well.
Okay. Billy is to my right. Billy, who are you and what games do you like to play?
Yeah, I'm Billy. Usually, mostly sports games or like survival horror.
Okay. And last but not least, but mostly least, we have Cody. Cody, who are you and what games?
I'm Cody. I like RPGs, JRPGs.
I'm Devin, and I'm a beat-em-up fighter kind of guy. So, guys, we have a debate today. We're going to discuss the pros and cons of pre-order, early access, and release date. Which would you prefer? Well, sorry.
I'm more of a release date kind of guy.
Wait for the product to come out and then...
Yeah. When it's fully complete.
Fully complete, you know what you're paying for.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I learned my lesson with early access.
Yeah, early access. Pay for half-completed game that might not come out. Yeah, good choice in business model.
Yeah.
You know,
The only thing worse than that would be Kickstarter. Pay for a game that might not even exist.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, that is true.
Take the money and run.
Yeah. Wonder how many times that actually happens.
Probably
more
quite a
often
few.
than you think.
Yeah.
More than you'd think and less than you'd hope.
Yeah. I'm usually okay waiting on games because I usually don't pay full price for games, but the only games I usually pre-order if it's like Resident Evil, like wrestling with baseball.
Something that you're super interested in
Yeah.
and you know you will enjoy.
Oh yeah, the ones that I'm willing to actually shell out the money for my collection.
Yeah. No, that is a fair thing for pre-orders. Also, another thing, bonus for pre-orders. Some pre-orders have like a collectible thing.
Oh yeah, like the last few years for WWE, they always have like some autograph stuff and nice little collectibles.
Yeah, so that's usually a good thing for pre-order. Don't get that with early access.
No you don't. I only pre-ordered one game and that was Dead or Alive 5.
How'd that go for you?
That should be another debate.
For another time, everyone.
Yeah.
I only have the one early access game, the Vagrant game that I just recently got on Steam. Normally I don't buy early access, but this caught me with its lovely art style. And it's up to 5 chapters out of 8, so it's nearly complete to begin with.
Yeah. I think my first early access game and my biggest regret is Starmen Galaxies. It takes a while for them to put out updates for it.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Like, if the staff is more on track with updates.
Yeah, more points for early access if you know the staffing and you know that they're actually fairly regular with their updates. That's the one thing I look at when I do the early update is when's the last time they updated and how often do they update.
Yep, that's a factor.
Yeah, because I know some like when you pre-order stuff, when I pre-order like sometimes when I used to pre-order movies on Amazon, like when you pre-order stuff on Amazon, sometimes I got lucky and I actually got them a week before they came out. And it was mostly it was one game one time, but it was mostly Blu-rays.
But there is a chance that it can also be delayed from pre-order.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's has happened to me. I think actually, yeah, like a few times I had the Blu-ray pre-order and got delayed, but then
What's the longest delay you've ever had for a pre-order game?
I think it's a couple of weeks.
Couple weeks. That's still long considering.
Yeah, I think it was WWE. I think was when I pre-ordered from EB Games but it was because it was the PS4 version, and they were just trying to get all the bugs out of the new generation console versions.
Understandable, but still, you're waiting.
Yeah,
you pre-ordered.
Yeah, it was the first wrestling game on my new system. I was pretty hyped for it.
Understandably so.
I've heard a lot of horror stories about pre-orders.
Like what?
That if you're not in there to get your game at a specific time, they will give your game away.
Yes, I will agree. That happened to me back in 2009 with Resident Evil 5. I gave my mom money to pre-order for me because I was going home for a visit, and waited, and there was another game. I think I pre-ordered 2 games. I think the other one was Legends of WrestleMania. Got that one, and I'm like, well, what was the other game? It's like, oh, you had to be here a certain... You only had like 5 days to pick it up, then we released it to someone else.
Wow, that's lame.
Yeah. And I think that really ticked me off, because that was like Resident Evil. That was like one of the games I was
Hyped to play.
hyped for too, because it's like one of my favorite game franchises. So I'm like,
And it's something you collect.
no. Well, I was lucky. A couple days later, my buddy was able to call me and said my buddy was working at Walmart at the time, so they had like 5 copies in there. So I went in the next day and got one.
Nice.
Dave, pre-order experiences?
I just usually don't bother with that.
Nah, me either. That's why I was asking.
Also, it doesn't help depending on the store, right? Because each one probably has a different policy.
Yeah, I imagine that's what happened with you guys, is the store policy.
Yeah. Because I kind of wish I would have just waited and just pre-ordered in Charlottetown, because at the time, my brother-in-law's brother was the manager. He would have let my copy go.
Alright, yeah, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, mostly store policy would
Yeah.
interfere with that, and then actual company policies. I've never pre-ordered anything. Usually anything that I'm hype about, I'll usually wait for the release date and get it then. The problem with that is that you gotta fight the mobs of people who also relate it for the release date.
Oh, jeez, those lineups could go for miles.
Those lineups go for miles, and depending on the game, they can get violent. Smash Bros, you bring your own home run bat.
Nerd rage!
Nerd rage indeed.
I think there's only one release I actually went release day for. Grand Theft Auto 5.
Oh, I can only imagine the lineup for that.
It wasn't too bad, actually. But there were a lot of people.
Well, they probably also did a midnight release, so a lot of people might have been there the night before.
Yeah, I forgot.
Yeah.
They do midnight releases.
Yeah, like the minute it's available, they'll launch it.
With people camping outside.
Those are alright things to do.
Even if you bring your own barbecue?
Okay, that's a bit excessive, but I mean, hey, I'm hungry. I don't want to leave my spot in line. I'm bringing something to cook my food on.
Yeah. Understandable.
Yeah. Heck, if you can sell your hamburgers, you can pay for the product.
Yeah.
You get in there.
Yeah, really.
That's true!
Business ideas, everyone.
That's actually a good idea.
I know I had a buddy who wanted me to wait for the Wii when it released. Now, I would have said yes if I had the money to buy the Wii myself, but I'm not waiting for something that I can't get.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never kind of stand like people going in like going into the lineups, because I've heard stories.
Yeah. Hey, it's the super hype. I have to have this game, but I didn't have the money at the time of pre-order.
That's probably a valid point.
That's pretty much why I was there for Grand Theft Auto.
But I have a pair of brass knuckles, so I think I'll do fun in the store lineup.
I usually carry a bag with me, so
That sounds like you're shoplifting, Cody.
Yeah,
Yeah, don't most stores have a policy against that?
I think now they do. Especially when they have like a huge amount of crowd coming in
Oh, yeah.
and they
Yeah.
can't watch everyone.
true.
Please don't bring your personal bag. Leave your baggage at the door. Emotional and physical.
yeah.
I have so much of it.
Yes, you do have a lot of emotional baggage.
Yeah, we never hear the end of it.
The center of gravity shifts when you're around.
Ouch.
Ooh, sick burn.
Didn't think I was that fat.
Alright, we're getting off topic there. So I want to swing back to Kickstarter games. Has any of you actually participated in a Kickstarter?
No.
No, but
Lack of funds mostly, so no.
Lack of funds and lack of paying with said funds.
And lack of actual product.
Yeah. I don't mind the Kickstarter idea. It's a fantastic idea to market your product without having to go through actual marketing.
Mm-hmm.
And if, again, you have to do your research on the developer. If the developer has a habit of not completing their product, obviously you're not going to
Yeah.
back their Kickstarter. But if this developer has released game after game at good quality, then yeah, I will kickstart you. Sorry.
Yeah. If I had the money, I'd do that.
Yeah.
So like you said, common sense is important.
Common sense is important for any purchases. I think.
And research.
Yeah. Do your research, people.
Like, one early access game I bought, did immense research before I bought it.
Which one was that?
The Forest.
What was that like?
It's an amazing game, honestly.
I've heard things. I want to get it. I just never got around to purchasing it.
Like, they keep adding updates to it, and the price never seems to go up.
That's good. I bet that's the same for like a early access game or Kickstarter, or not Kickstarter, but shoot, what was the
crowdfunded.
crowdfunded and can't remember what the
GoFundMe.
no. Sorry, lapse in judgment here. It is early access. My brain's not working well. But yeah, early access games. I don't think whenever you pay them, it's the flat line that you pay. You don't have to worry about when the game gets released that the price jumps up in price.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate that.
I've seen one that actually has done that.
Where they've released an update and you have to pay for the update.
Yeah, it ends up costing more. There's this one I wanted to buy called YouTuber's Life.
Okay, yeah.
And when I bought Star Command Galaxies, I had been thinking about YouTuber's Life as well.
Yeah.
And at the time, YouTuber's Life was $16.99.
Yep.
So when I went to look at it again down the road, it jumped up to $27.99.
No, but that's not what I'm referring to. I'm referring to if you went and paid that $16.99 to get the game then, and then later it jumped in price. They're not going to send you a charge that says, "Hey, you owe us $5.99 more now."
No,
Yeah.
they don't do that. If they did that, that's criminal.
Yeah.
No.
So a point to the early access is that you can get the game probably a lot cheaper.
Yeah. And I think Amazon there. I had pre-ordered. When I used to pre-order Blu-rays on there, they drop. Like I paid one price, and the day it was released, it dropped in price. So they paid me the difference.
That's good.
And that happened a lot on the WWE Blu-rays, which
It's always nice when that happens.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah. Pay less than they expected. That's always nice. Yes.
And another downside to early access is if it fails, you end up with a
half-completed game that's never going to be
Yeah.
finished.
And basically, you're never getting that money back.
Nope.
Now for early access, was that only like for digital copies?
Yeah. No release copy has ever been early accessed.
Because
That's more of a Kickstarter thing.
just because when this year when I pre-ordered WWE, the collector's edition also said early access on Amazon,
Yeah.
and that was the physical copy.
Weird. I'm not sure what that's all about then. 'Cause from my understanding, early access is we're still developing the game, so there's no physical copy of this game.
Yeah.
Unless they send you like a demo disc of like what they have so far for early access.
Yeah. Well, I think one was when they said early access. It was only like 3 days before the release date.
Okay. So it might be
You get it before everybody else.
oh no, I think they're referring to the online modes. Most people can pay early to get online earlier than everyone else.
Okay, just
And that's
But-
called early access as well.
okay, just because I remember the copy because it said when I ordered it, but since I got the free shipping and took long, but it said get this by the Friday, and the game didn't come out till that Tuesday.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I'm assuming it's for the online play that people who pay early access can get onto the online early access servers.
Generally, I usually wait until the release.
Generally,
Yes.
I'm on the same boat. I'll wait for the release. I imagine everyone here is on the same boat, right, Dave?
Yep.
Yeah. And
Yeah, because at least that way you're guaranteed of getting a game.
So, what would it take for you to pay for an early access game? That's for everyone if you want to jump in.
It would take knowing that they're working on it.
So, a constant update schedule and a really current release and
Yeah.
update.
And actually talking, letting people know what's going on.
Yeah, that's usually a good sign of an update is whenever
Yeah.
they post something and they're like, hey guys, this is what we've been working on.
Yeah.
Here's the new stuff we added. Here's the bugs we fixed.
And that's why I regret buying that Starman Galaxies one.
Because it didn't have a proper updates and then it just died off.
No, it's still being updated,
Okay.
but it's being updated very sporadically.
Okay, so not a regular
Yeah.
update schedule. Now, I can vouch for some developers like that because that's not their first job.
Oh yeah,
So they have to kind of work around their own life schedules.
yeah, and they prefer doing it that way because they're not making promises they can't keep.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Usually early access I find only for like Steam games and like online games because I'm more like console.
Yeah, console, and you love having the physical copy.
Yeah, I always love the physical copy, so I can.
So, no, that's fair then. So, for you to get into an early access game, I imagine if it was dirt cheap enough
Yeah, and
and on a downloadable store on one of your consoles, on the PlayStation 4 store, you'd probably throw your money to it.
oh, probably.
David, what would it take to get you to buy an early access game?
Well, I guess actually Cody really said most of what I was thinking of anyway. So
Alright, well, I just want your own opinion, so.
yeah. Well, I guess like they said, price, people talking to you, that sort of thing.
What about reviews? Would you follow people in the reviews? Not the developer, but like what people are saying about it?
Those could be dangerous waters, my friend.
That is dangerous waters, but it is actually a source for most people of hey, should I buy this or not? Me, generally, when I look at the reviews, I don't go reading everyone's review. I look at like how many good reviews to how many bad reviews it has. Usually, if it has like a 4 or 5 star out of it, I'm like, okay, generally people like this. And then I buy it to find out why.
Yeah. I'm more in the middle. I do check to see how high the review is, but I do like to check the individual reviews. to see how their mindset sets with mine.
Okay, yeah.
Because people have some very different tastes. I mean,
That is agreed, so
Yeah.
that's why for reviews you gotta look at the overall and not just individual, I find.
yeah.
If you're looking at individual, you're trying to find people with the same mindset as you, and if they're not there, you're not going to put your money down on this game.
Oh, of course not.
I never read reviews because, like David said, they can be very dangerous.
Dangerous, sporadic, random.
Because
Useless.
Yeah.
I've had this game that got horrible reviews. I picked it up and I loved it.
Oh no, there's always those
Yeah.
hidden gems of people hated this game and you get it and you're like, I love this game. Why are people hating on it?
Yeah.
Or vice versa.
Or vice versa. It's like, oh, this game everyone loves. I friggin' hate it.
Yeah. And then you got those review sites where the professional reviews and the user reviews are just so polar opposites of each other.
Yeah.
I have a feeling the professional reviews might... dangerous topic.
Yeah, we'll shy away from that for
Yeah.
this time. So, horror stories of release date. What is the time that you bought a game on the release date and found out you wasted your money?
Was that, I can remember if I had it released or I had a pre-order, but Metal Gear Rising Revengeance.
Ah, yes. I'm so glad I bought that from the discount bargain years after it was released.
Yeah, me.
Yeah.
And this can be
Any game that
any
you
game. Okay.
game order online or purchase at a store, but you got home, you put it in, and you're going, oh my god, why did I put money down on this?
Yeah, I've got one.
Okay.
I don't know how close the release date is. It's a little bit after.
Still,
But this is a game. I love the series. Xenosaga.
okay.
I played Xenosaga Episode 1. I loved it. Then I found out, oh, they released a second one. So I went, paid $30, took it home, put it in. I was like, this could be awesome. Cut to 2 hours later. Why the heck did I buy this?
Okay. David, any horror stories for a game you bought?
I can't really pin down one. There's so many I either regret or I was glad to get that time.
That is fair.
But I have some instances where I bought a game, didn't like it, then there was an expansion of it, and I thought, hey, maybe I'll like it this time. And nope.
Still couldn't get into it.
Oh, no. That would be Persona 3 if you were wondering.
Okay.
Ooh.
Actually,
Sorry, I just never got into that series.
No, that's fair.
That's fair. But I'm wondering which expansion.
Oh, the...
FES.
Yeah.
Okay.
and looking back to the full story, I just remembered the last Star Wars Battlefront game that came out. I got that as a Christmas game and played it for half an hour, 45 minutes. And I'm like, I am done. I actually I even apologized to my mom for sorry that you wasted your money on this gift, but I'm not playing it.
Lord to the loot crates.
Yeah.
Yeah, they dropped the ball with that game.
I heard the game went really downhill from its predecessor.
Yeah, I mean, I really was kind of looking forward to it because when they announced that it was going to be a single player campaign, because that's what I didn't like about the last Battlefront game. There was no single player, but then started playing it, I'm like, yeah, no.
Oh, the newest Battlefront?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be good because of the single player campaign, and I did really not care for it.
Yeah, they dropped the ball I think they dropped the ball as soon as EA took over.
I heard they made up some new laws because of that.
Oh, wow. You know you messed up when.
Yeah.
Yeah, with microtransactions and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah. I think. What were some of the new laws that were implemented? Yeah.
I think they were debating whether microtransactions counted as gambling.
Oh, yeah. I remember that now.
Oh, that's kind of interesting.
It is kind of technically a type of gambling.
Yeah.
Especially if you're gambling that you get what you want.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, because it's supposed to be random items, right?
Yeah, random drops from
Yeah.
loot crates. That is a type of gambling.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
it's an addictive thing that, hey, let's teach our kids all about this.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's the one thing that always bugs me in the game is the random drops for either, like, anything. Like, oh, this character is a random drop. You have to keep shelling out money, and hopefully one day you'll get him.
Yeah, it's like the Family Guy game I have on my iPad.
Yeah.
There's one, I think I don't know how much of the game currency I had saved up, but I wasted trying to get 2 characters and I was only able to get one of them.
Yeah. That sucks.
But
But that's
famous.
how they make their money,
Yeah.
though, because they don't get the game out for free.
Yeah.
A game that you paid for already,
Yeah.
and then you're getting loot drops,
Yeah.
that's just criminal. in
Yeah,
my
that's...
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, you spend almost $80 on this game. Now you're going to have to shell out more money if you want this extra item you really want.
It's like your console has a hand that just say, money, please.
Yeah.
Give me more money.
Oh, you want to go further? More money, please.
But there's people out there that would pay that, though. That's the sad part. Like, if this wasn't a marketable thing, it wouldn't be a thing.
Yeah,
Right.
they didn't think they could make profit out of just microtransactions. They wouldn't put them in there.
No. But there are people who are like, yes, I have to have this character right now. I don't know Battlefront, but like Darth Vader in a Star
Yeah.
Wars game. Yes,
Yeah.
I'm going to keep throwing money at you until you give me Darth Vader.
Yeah, OCD and obsession are dangerous things.
They
Yep.
are.
So,
I mean, the gamer. Ew.
Yeah. That's a triple whammy for free money for the marketing team.
Yeah.
so I know of one game I've heard the horror story of. We regret buying this.
Oh? Give Cody Mo and everyone and takes it
No
off.
Man's Sky?
No Man's Sky.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Let's get into that.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, it's gotten a lot better, but at the time, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I heard like a lot of people didn't like it. And it's one I still want to get it just to try it.
Oh, yeah.
It still looked interesting.
Like, it got so bad that even the developer tweeted, I regret making this.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yikes.
I'm sorry.
That's like just walking out to a lynch mob with your hands in the air going, yeah, I did a bad thing.
You know it's bad when even the developer's like, I regret this.
Reevaluating life choices right now. This is one of them.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do. Now that it's gone through a whole change, I really do kind of want to try it.
Yeah, I imagine it's probably gone through a whole remake at this point. It was one of those games where the concept of the game like really drew you in.
Yeah, like
Explore planets, travel space.
Now, the one key thing that they kept overhyping for it was the online component.
Ah, what was the online component? I wasn't too sure of that one.
The way they explained it was like you could find your friends, or find
So-
planets your friends have named, or
Ah, okay, so
Okay.
one massive universe that
Yeah.
everyone logs into.
but the way they explained it, they made it seem like you could run into your actual friends while playing, which was not the case.
what was the case.
You can only see like
Where they've been and the
Yeah.
planets they named.
Yeah.
That's,
but,
little less exciting.
Yeah, and a little bit misleading. Like, there's one game I've bought. I've never regretted it, but I'm hearing a lot of people bad-mouthing it now. Stardew Valley.
Okay. It's the Harvest Moon
Yeah.
kind of style game.
People are really angry because it was supposed to come out with multiplayer, but it didn't because it wasn't ready.
No. I don't know how you would do multiplayer for a style of game like that where you're making your own farm. I can see where it could be a thing, like, oh, buddy has a farm over there and he can come and visit your farm here. And then,
Well, the way they explained it is that they're going to be like your friends are going to be like farm hands on your farm.
okay. See, this starting to sound like a Facebook game.
Yeah, like Farmville.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, invite your friends over to help you farm your farm.
Yeah, and as soon as it was explained how that's the way it was, people are like, oh, I hope that's not the case. Sorry, that is the case.
Yeah.
But people are throwing around false advertising. I guess I can see where they're coming from. But
At the same time, multiplayer isn't all the game is meant to be, especially that style of game. That is a
Yeah.
single player through and through.
that's what I and multiple people have tried to say, only to get attacked.
Yeah, and that
So-
goes back to David's reviews,
Fans.
and people on the internet
Yeah.
can be very random and sporadic.
Yeah, it's
and
the nature.
irrational.
Like I said, it's the nature of the beast.
Yeah. But again, a game like that, it's the single player, then multiplayer.
Yeah,
now
that's
if you're
what it was for me.
a first-person shooter game and your friend can join you as your gun,
And that would be hilarious.
that'd be hilarious, but like
stupid.
really stupid and drop the ball in the multiplayer. Game developers, that's an idea though.
Yeah.
I imagine there's people out there that'd be like, I want to be my friend's gun.
Yeah. And if you let them be the shotgun, you get 8 friends in there. 8 friends, a friend per shell.
Oh no, I'm just thinking innuendo jokes of shooting off my friends.
Let's imagine this grenades.
Oh.
It's all up to you, Jim!
This is why also you never name Pokemon after your friends. Jim, I choose you!
Uh-oh! Uh-oh. My ace is... Uh-oh, ace is low on health. Go, Jim! Take the bullet!
Alright, well, we'll wrap up that discussion now. Going around the room, what are you guys currently playing? Or currently watching, I guess, in Billy's case, as he's more of a movie.
Yeah.
David, we'll start with you.
Alright. I got back into playing Suikoden 5. I was playing Parasite Eve, but after that long cutscene and the final boss had 3 forms and there was a boss before it,
Ugh.
and I did modify my gun at the time because I didn't realize the museum was the last dungeon technically.
Oof.
Well, I tried not to spoil myself, so
Yeah.
so I just need to restart and put that in the back burner.
Yeah. I currently got playing Evoland 2. Now, if you haven't heard of this game, it's a JRPG where you go for the different genre or styles of JRPGs.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, you start off in the Super Nintendo era. I'm currently kicked back to the Nintendo era. And apparently there's also Game Boy Color and most recent, like the 3D style of JRPGs. Now, it's one more of a hack and slash RPG where it's a top down and you swing your sword at enemies that come at you. But overall, very friggin' fun.
I should look into that sometime.
You should. I can even show you it someday.
Oh, that'd be good.
Cody.
Off and on, I'm currently playing Stardew Valley, but I recently bought a JRPG, Atelier Rorna. I think that's how it's...
What's that about?
I'm not quite sure yet, but I think it's about an alchemist.
Okay.
You can craft items, synthesize potions, I think. I've been looking for this game for about 3-4 years.
Okay, so it's not a newer game, it's an older game.
Oh yeah,
You've been hunting.
it's pretty much older. They're really hard to find.
Billy.
I'm playing too much now, just watching TV. I've been watching the miniseries Waco about the Waco siege.
The Waco Siege, yeah.
But actually, I'm hoping to be playing a little bit more games now that I got a external hard drive for my PS4. I can actually there's a few PlayStation Network games that I wanted to get, but I just didn't have the space for it.
Okay. Yeah.
So I think Bunker and Outlast 2. And plus, I know one game that's coming out this summer that I've been waiting for is the new Fire Pro Wrestling game with the wrestlers from New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Nice, yeah. I've seen a bit of playthroughs on that online, and that looks amazing. If I had the system for it, I'd play it, but I do not have the system for it.
Yeah, I wasn't sure what it was going to be. Then when I saw that they showed a demo of it at the New Japan show there a couple months ago, I'm like, okay, it should be good.
Alright, with that, we will wrap this discussion up. Thank you guys for coming over and sharing your opinions on the pros and cons of pre-order, early access, and release date.
No problem.
Yeah,
No problem at all.
it's been fun.
And with that, I thank you all for listening. This has been Starmen Debates. Have a good day, and see you next time.